Cavs added Anthony Davis, Boogie Cousins, and Danny Green, among others, this offseason. Chris Broussard still hanging with us. Chris, give us your thoughts. Should the Clippers be the odds-on favorites?
Look, the Lakers regrouped incredibly well. You know, obviously they lost some players they would have gone after, had Kawhi, you know.
I wouldn't go incredibly.
I
wouldn't be doing it.
It's called scrambling.
Just for what was left.
Yes.
You know, it would have been different if they had not gone after Kawhi or he had signed somewhere earlier. But for what was left, they did a good job. And I think it's incredibly close between the Clippers and the Lakers. And I reserve the right. This is not my official prediction for next season. We'll do that in the preseason. But right now, I think the Clippers are the best team in the league. I think for a few reasons. Number one, their team fits together better. At least right now, like we look at the Lakers and we kind of wonder, okay, is Boogie, does he even fit in today's game? Who's starting? Is it going to be AD at the center, LeBron and Kuzma on the wing?
He don't like playing the five.
Or is it going to be Boogie at the center, AD and LeBron, and Kuzma's coming off the bench? So it's just some things to be worked out. I like the fit better with the Clippers. The Clippers are going to be terrific defensively. I mean, you have in a league where wing defenders is the ultimate weapon. They've got the two of the three best with Giannis. And so you have George and Kawhi, and then you got at the point of attack Patrick Beverly, and then Montrezl Harrell. I mean, defensively they're going to be fantastic, and they have a better coach than the Lakers. So Doc is a championship coach, especially, you know, and know what else? These guys are all going to be coachable. I think Paul George is coachable.
He is.
Kawhi, coachable. I think they're just going to buy in. It's going to fit just like it did last year. You know, they're going to fit in with those guys. So I think the Clippers are the favorite. Now, I look at the Lakers, and I think they're going to be very good, especially in the playoffs. I don't know. Their regular season, they might win 54, 55, whatever. But in the playoffs, they're going to be a tough out because they're big. They did improve their shooting. I like the West. I got the Clippers number one. This is not seeding, but who I think just the 8 best teams. Lakers second best, Houston third best, Denver fourth, Golden State fifth. And if Clay is healthy, I put Golden State at 3 ahead of Houston.
Where's Utah?
I got Utah next, 6th.
6th?
I mean, look at who are they?
Utah easily wind up first.
Who are they?
Nobody.
I'm wondering who you putting them out. And then Portland and your Spurs get in there 8. Or maybe Portland's 8, but 7, 8, Portland Spurs.
Hey, Marcus Morris and Damari Carroll.
No, they're going
defenders?
to be tough. So I think the 8 playoff teams are set. I think those 8.
Okay.
No. Before I go into my point, Skip, a guy that I follow all the time, he said, Shannon, you should have had an indication that Kawhi was going to the Clippers. You remember when Bruce Bowens took issue to Kawhi quitting? And what did they do? He worked for the Clippers, and they fired him immediately. And we like, why would you fire a guy that he didn't say anything about the guy that just played for you?
Year in the making.
Don't Clips. So good looking out for your boy, Kane. Kane hit your boy up with that little nugget.
The guy you follow?
Yeah, we follow each other, so we talk back and forth. You know
the Knicks have fired Clyde.
You just quoted some guy
about KD.
Just some follower.
Yeah.
You quoted him on Undisputed?
You know that's common knowledge that they did with Bruce.
Yeah, but how many?
He didn't come up with
No, I'm saying they did it, and at the time, skipping out, we talked about why are you firing a guy that made a statement about another guy that doesn't play for your guy? They ain't put it in the bank like we get rid of. If you said anything about Kawhi, you talked about his hair, you talked about where he came, you got to get up out of here.
That guy won his championships in San Antonio.
And he took a shot. He took a shot at the guy in San Antonio, but for the Clippers smoothed away from him. I still got the Lakers because let me ask you a question. If you poll 30 general managers and you say, who would you rather have right now, Paul George or Anthony Davis, how many of those 30 taking Paul George or Anthony Davis?
They taking AD.
That's what we got.
You got the best 2. But
Say it again. So Skip can hear you. Because Skip ain't hear you.
Hold on. You got the best 2, but will age be a factor? I don't know. LeBron in his 17th year, will that be a factor? It's already a factor because he doesn't defend like he used to.
Will injuries be a factor with Kawhi?
It could. You're right. But I'm just saying, you got the best 2, but after that, every point I made, counter those. Counter those points.
I love JaVale. See, me, I play JaVale at the 5.
Start? Well, he only going to play 15.
20 minutes. That's good. That's good. Now we can give Boogie that 30 minutes. Give Boogie 30.
Coming off the bench?
Boogie coming off the bench.
He's going to be happy coming off the bench.
We got to see where he is. Now, if Boogie is where we think Boogie can be 2 years after the injury, well, Boogie's going to start at the 5, AD will be at the 4. The question is, what are we going to do with Kuz? Because Kuz, I mean, if you got...
Kuz is, I agree.
I would bring Kuz off the bench and let him be in that second unit. But you got Danny Green. Danny Green is not the defender that he once was, but he can still defend at a high level. And he was second in 3. Now, you love three-point shooting, Skip. You say you love three-point shooting.
Yep.
That guy was second in the league. He had some big shots in the playoff. Oh, big shot. You know, at one point in time, he held a record for the most threes made in an NBA Finals series. Remember that, Skip? Oh, yeah, so we got...
long time ago, 2013.
There you go, a long time ago.
Yeah.
KCP can shoot the ball.
They going to be tough.
I like it, Skip. I love it. Look, the Clippers did what they did, but I still believe the Lakers should be favored.
Help me out on this.
Yes.
When was the last time LeBron James actually tried to play defense? Just really tried, where he said, I'm going to go out tonight and play defense. I can't remember. It might be 3 years ago, maybe?
He won't play.
I don't know.
Well enough.
Just enough?
He's going to play well enough, yeah.
Okay, entering year 17.
He'll play well enough. But that's what we got. That's what we got. That's why we got AD. That's why we got Danny Green. That's why we got JaVale. KCP. That's what they for.
You realize LeBron just got Space Jam by number 2.
We
got
good.
it right between the eyes.
We
got
good.
Space Jam.
Okay.
So you got the Clippers too?
I'm giving the Clippers a slight edge over Utah. Oh,
you got the Lakers third.
I got the Lakers third right here, right now.
You lie.
Utah is serious business, and I'm glad you picked them 6 because that's going up on their bulletin board. Oh, Broussard says we're 6.
Can I get some due on Utah?
Again, right here, right now, we got a long way to go.
They won't be the 6th seed, but they the 6th best team.
They are deep and they are powerful. And Mike Conley's going to change their world because he's the most underrated point guard in the world. And it's not even close because I know him from many playoff battles past against my Spurs. He knocked me off my couch again and again where I'd say, please, somebody stop him, and you can't stop him. He's clutch and he's shrewd. And
Danny Green shut him down, though.
Danny Green will shut him down. And by the way, Danny Green is lucky because LeBron actually owed him a favor because he did LeBron the biggest favor of LeBron's career.
Oh, my goodness.
You realize Danny Green never got out of Greg Popovich's doghouse over what happened with 23 seconds left in Game 6.
He tried to snowbird. He tried to get an easy layup.
He tried to cherry pick. He takes off running. He was actually guarding Mike Miller, not LeBron.
Right.
So LeBron misses a 3 with 23 seconds left, and the long rebound goes right to Mike Miller, who's like, well, here, LeBron, try it again.
And he hit it.
And LeBron goes right up and rips it and cut it down to it was a 5-point game at that point. So the Spurs could have the ball with, let's say, 21 seconds left with a 5-point lead.
Right.
Now, number 2 just quickly turned around and missed a free throw.
Never
forgave him for that one.
Exactly. He's never gotten out of Skip's doghouse for that one. What about Manu? Because you know Manu missed one.
He missed one much earlier, but it didn't really count. So the point is, I'm giving the Clippers the edge because of, number 1, defense. They're a much better defensive team than the Lakers.
No question.
Number 2, they have a closer, and I'm not sure who closes for the Lakers. I am not convinced. Huh?
You're talking about Lou.
Sweet Lou Williams. He can close like crazy. He did not close games 4 and 6 against Golden State. I was extremely disappointed, and that was at Staples.
Yeah.
He came up smaller than he is.
He played better on the road than he did at home.
He did, but he still gives them a weapon off the bench I don't think anybody in the league has. And they have now the 2 best two-way players on the wings, and Patrick Beverley is simply the best point guard defender in basketball. And now that front line, maybe not on length, but it reminds me a little bit of the Jordan Pippen Harper front line in '98. You couldn't get the basketball across half court against them because they just lined up and said, here we are. And they were they're long, but so are Paul George and number 2. They're long. And Patrick Beverley is just a pit bull. So again, it's going to be hard to deal with them. And again, this is haunting the Lakers. Big Zoo box, and they brought him back, and he is a rim protector. You loved him last year.
And he can score.
And he was playing. Yeah, he had moved there. But
I'm sorry, that goes on Magic's record because he just gave him away from Muscala at the.
But let me ask you this, Skip. We're talking about the West. You don't like the move the Sixers made with Al Horford?
Okay, well, that's fine. That's a whole nother issue. Yes, I do. They're the best team in the East.
Philly and Milwaukee.
Yeah. But I like Philly a little better than Milwaukee.
But you got the Clippers. So you got the Clippers, and you got the Clippers slightly over the Lakers.
Yeah, I got Utah slightly over the Lakers. That's 1, 2, 3.
You got them third. See, that's...
And then, listen, I'm not writing off Golden State because if Klay comes back 100% healthy, he's a clutch closer, too.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, this could be the Golden State team similar to the one that ran through the league in 2015 and 2016.
Yeah.
So I'm not writing them off either if they're healthy. What I hope happens is Klay comes back with maybe 2 months left in the season, and by playoff time, he's 100%. That might be asking a lot.
That's going to ask
But if they are, I don't write them off either. And if Houston can get itself together,
I understand.
They could be there.
They could. And then we're about to talk about Russell Westbrook in the next topic, but Oklahoma City just unloaded Jeremy Grant to Denver, and he's a really nice player, and Denver only got better.
Denver's loaded up.
I just moved Denver after that trade ahead of Utah.
So Oklahoma City is starting over.